Will be counted on to lead their teams here today. It's the Broncos going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, overcast skies, but knock on wood, no rain on the radar to speak of right now as we welcome you to CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. A dump off for Charles. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. A first down carry here for Charles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. That one 28 yards on the ground.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Andy Janovich, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. 3.5 to go, first quarter.
Let's go.
The first carry now. This is Lacey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
It's caught, Lockett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to fire. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try to run with Rawls. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Paul Richardson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Osweiler on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 33. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action now. Osweiler going underneath for Charles. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to the runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to...
And he lost the football. Charles loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second down, Osweiler. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And some room to roam now. not before reaching the 21. A big run that time by Rawls. 54 yards on the ground.
Here we go.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run. Charles. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Broncos in their hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. Here's Charles. Now he'll be shoved to the turf that time, right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Osweiler. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. Now Osweiler on first down. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Let's go. Watch it now, Marty.
from the red zone now. Here's Osweiler on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On the run, it's Charles. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run it. It's Charles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. A toss play. Here comes Charles. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jamal Charles, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
This one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Second down following the run. Wilson going to give to Rolls. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. They'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
This is Charles. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Sanders has it over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Play action. Now Osweiler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now it's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On third down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's John Ryan now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That is an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Charles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Check Patriot. Patriot. No. Check Patriot. Patriot.
On third down, Osweiler. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Charles. And some room to work. Fancy footwork by Charles. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry here for Jamal Charles. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 23. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Osweiler. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And that is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back up. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 47-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a handoff. This is Charles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Osweiler. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, we looked at each other in surprise, going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Demaryius Thomas with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.